In most games, the fact that you're playing a game is really obvious, but that is definitely not the case in Dead Space. The creaks and screams from the background will immerse you deep into a fictional world of gore and horror, and will do a great job at scaring the hell out of you. Dead Space is a new franchise by EA, which includes a comic book series, which is a prequel to the movie, called Dead Space Downfall, which is a prequel to the game, and a new game is being made for the Wii, called Dead Space Extraction, which is a prequel to the movie. And already, by my standards, that's too many prequels. You play as Isaac Clarke, and his name is really all you get to know about him because he never says anything throughout the entire game. For all we know, he could be a mute. They never tell us he's not. You know, the least they could have done was give him a little bit of personality, and I don't feel right playing as a guy I know nothing about, so I'll give him a personality. He's a 59-year-old man whose favorite show is Scrubs and likes to masturbate to pizza crust. Yeah. Anyway, Dead Space takes place in the future where a planet-cracking ship, the USG Ishimura, one of the many huge ships used for mining the inside of planets, has sent a distress call, and a team, including Isaac, is sent to investigate. Also, it just so happens that Isaac's girlfriend works on the Ishimura. I don't know why she wants to date a 59-year-old man with a pizza crust fetish, but that's her choice. When the team finally gets there, there's a malfunction that causes their ship to crash into the Ishimura, and the team soon gets attacked by aliens called necromorphs who killed almost everyone on the ship before you guys got there, and leave only Isaac and 2 of his teammates to survive and try and get back home. But I don't know how Isaac has the courage to keep going on. If I was in this situation, I'd hope I got killed at the beginning too. The story isn't as simple as it sounds because there's a lot of religious and government conspiracy, and it's really cool to learn where the necromorphs came from. Dead Space is an over-the-shoulder third-person shooter, like Resident Evil 4. The way to kill your enemies effectively is through dismemberment, which means blowing off their body parts. Yep, you actually get rewarded for ripping off someone's head. But you'll have to take out more than one part. For example, if you blow off both of a necromorph's legs, it'll just start crawling for you. If you don't use dismemberment, you will run out of ammo quickly, and you're not given much ammo in the first place. The necromorphs will do anything to get to you, and they're smart enough to use the ship's vents to sneak around you, so you really gotta stay on your toes. Some of them don't even make noises when they move. There are a lot of different types of necromorphs, but you'll be fighting the same few over and over through most of the game, and some of them only appear 3 or 4 times in the entire game. They're all unique and have certain weaknesses. Some of them even have second forms. For example, when you're up against this type, don't go for the stomach. If you hit them there, they'll release a swarm of little parasites that'll attack you in numbers, and they're hard to kill, leading to an easy death. The weapons in Dead Space are really cool. They're not really guns, but tools used for space mining. What happens when you use that on an alien? An epic win. Or the bloodiest haul ever. The weapons range from a basic shooter to ones that shoot suspended saw blades and a flamethrower. And they all have a second firing style, which lets you be Mario and shoot fireballs. Isaac also has 2 abilities. One is Stasis, which allows him to slow down objects or enemies to give him some extra time in a battle, solve puzzles, or, like me, use it to shoot off all a necromorph's arms and legs and punch their head off over a railing. It's so satisfying. Then there's Kinesis, which lets Isaac pick up objects and push them forward, turning anything you find on the ground into a weapon. Isaac's only defense against necromorphs are either running away or hand-to-hand combat, which is swinging his arms around like an idiot and hoping to hit something. You can also stomp on crawling enemies. Both are really weak, because Isaac is not from Gears of War, where you can flick a guy across the room. And there are some brutal ways to die in this game. Of course, there's the no health death, but every necromorph has a special way to kill you. What happens is they'll grab you and you have to mash the X or the A button until you push them off and use your Chuck Norris skills to kill them, or they have a nice feast on Isaac's body. And I'm serious, the necromorphs might as well just come up to Isaac, call his mom a whore, hit him in the balls until he dies, and piss on his dead body. Gameplay is mostly shooting, but expect a curveball every now and then because sometimes Isaac is put behind a cannon, and there are some minigames that you'll find around the ship, though they seem out of place. There are also zero gravity sections, which lets you fly from wall to wall, and that quickly gives you a headache and makes you want to throw up. Too much spinning camera. Then there are times when you have to walk through open space, which means no oxygen and gives you another way to die. Necromorphs drop few things when killed, but ammo and credits are most common. Credits are the form of money in this game, and you can use them in stores found throughout the ship to buy stronger suits, new weapons, ammo, and health packs. And you can use machines called benches to upgrade your weapons and health. What makes Dead Space feel real is that nothing takes you out of the experience. Health is shown with a tube on Isaac's back, ammo count is projected from the gun, and all the menus run in real time. So expect to be running and sorting through your inventory while necromorphs try and kill you. And there's no way to get lost in the game because you can always hit the right analog stick and a little blue line will show you exactly where to go. Though you feel alone, there still are people alive on the Ishimura. Too bad you only see them right before they die. And that's really annoying because you want to help them, but you can't because there's always a layer of glass blocking you. Dead Space is scary, there's no doubting that, and its atmosphere is the best I've seen in a long time. The only thing holding it back is the lack of variety. You fight the same type of enemy over and over again, and there are barely any boss fights. A lot of areas are unique, but the hallways that connect them all feel the same. But it never fails scaring you, so the goods definitely outshine the flaws. I give it an 8.7, it's a great game. And there's always the choice to raise the brightness and set it to the easy difficulty if you're not looking to change your underwear every 5 minutes. Okay, I might be exaggerating.